So this is the box that the Yeezy Quantum Floara, aka Flash Orange, came in. I'm in Canada, so North America. This is a size 12 US men's. I'm a size 11 and a half. Later on in the review, I'll discuss in great length about fitment and why you should go half a size up and why I agree. The box itself, Yeezy Quantum, printed boldly right here, made by Adidas. You've got Adidas logo at the bottom. It says Quantum right up top, Boost on this side. Some of the boxes and from other reviewers I've seen, there is bold printing of basketball here on some of them. In this case, on my particular shoe, the basketball was only really printed on the label right here, so I'm going to go with that. This is the basketball model. As well, on this particular label, it also identifies or makes note that it's basketball. The model number is GW5314, US size 12. Now, apparently, based on my research, these shoes were either released in lifestyle style or basketball style. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but with the basketball style, apparently the major difference is that the height of the high top is just, it's taller. If this is the basketball one, I'm glad. It looks quite high. My feet, I like my ankles to be protected. So I like that this is high up like this. And that's that. Let's take a look at the shoe now. Let's really review the shoe. Most of it will be my opinion, as these reviews are. Again, I'm a low-key kit collector, shoe collector. I usually look out for shoes that I really love. This will be one of two that I'm adding to my Yeezy collections. I've been wanting a set of Quantums for a while now. Colorway, I love this colorway. And like I, mentioned earlier, this orange is very subtle. It's not like, oh my god, it's in your face type orange. It's very smooth and it's very, very nice. The material and craftsmanship of this shoe, in my opinion, is really outstanding. I've seen some of the other Adidas shoes like the Sumac, the Yeezy 500, and even in some of the reviews, if you guys have looked at any of those reviews, you'll see there's like glue leaking everywhere, and I think Adidas dropped the ball on those and rushed them. These, on the other hand, I'll take it up real close. You'll see that there's literally no glue leakage within any of the seams. You'll get the odd, thread that comes out like that. That's normal, but look at this craftsmanship, and the stitching is just top notch. I feel, a lot of people that did the reviews mentioned they didn't like how this line didn't line up. A lot of them even went to the extent of saying their shoe is fake if it didn't line up. I got lucky, I believe. This one lines up pretty good. This line lines up pretty good. On this side, it lines up pretty good. But if you look close enough, it is a tad bit off right there. It's a tad bit off. But I mean, as OCD as I am with a lot of things, this is not so bad. I'm gonna turn on the flash in a moment here to show the reflectors. I am trying to film in Super HD, trying to get you the best look that I can possibly present with these shoes, because I felt like online when I was looking at some of the reviews, the colorway just didn't really come true to what it actually was in real life. And I hope now you guys will get a really good look. Even this aspect here, you see how it's translucent? I can see the fabric or the material behind it, which is really cool. This particular reflective material underneath is awesome. So I'm going to turn off the flash. You'll see how cool it is. So even the whole rear aspect of it, you see that whole line disappears and you won't even really see the line anymore. it just totally goes away. Another part that I noticed while looking at the shoe is you'll notice there's these faint blemishes. Again, on some of the reviews that I saw, the blemishes are even more noticeable on camera, but I can tell you in person, not looking through the camera lens, I don't even notice it. So to tell you the truth, that blemish, I think it's just the camera picking up everything is why you see it. So don't let that be a make or break. This is a different color as well compared to this black. I couldn't tell this difference on some of the other videos that I saw. Again, the glue leakage here, it's because I'm filming in HD, I think you're able to see what I'm talking about. It's not that bad, okay? I've seen really, really bad ones on certain shoes. What I also liked is the Yeezy Boost is here on this particular shoe, but I am disappointed overall though, because when I was wearing these shoes, the comfort level that I experienced in the Yeezy Boost was not here on these shoes. So I think these shoes are truly basketball oriented, and that's what they're engineered for, even starting with the sole. So what I noticed here, watch this, I'm gonna apply a lot of pressure and it doesn't really give. Like this arch here, it's solid, like it's not going to give at all. So that's one thing I noticed, and I think it's essentially, as a baller, you want grip, you know, and I think that's what it's engineered for. So don't expect that bounce feeling that you get with the Yeezy Boost, right, where the shoe just gives. This is very solid, and I think it's to keep your foot locked in, which is good if you're playing sports for sure. The suede here, I wanted to make note that it's not like a super soft suede. It's very coarse. You can feel the texture of it, and it's also not very thick. So it's a very thin layer of suede that's applied to the front here. And overall, I don't know if you can listen, but listen. It's very hard. And what I mean by that, there's like, literally, I know shoes, they're making them with less and less fabric, and hence they came out with fabric material to make more money. But this shoe is like really hollow. Like there's no cushioning or extra cushioning. Don't expect that. Like in the tongue groove here, I don't feel a lot of cushioning in there as well. There's not a whole lot of cushioning going on in here. This is an aspect of other videos where they didn't show you the inside of this, so I'm gonna make a point to do so. A lot of people on the reviews mentioned that this heel here is almost pushing your feet forward, and that's why you need that half an inch up here so your feet fit better as they get pushed forward. But if you take a look, it's almost as if your heel, yes, it's gonna come down here, but then they've made this little, almost like for your heel to pull back into down here. So I feel like your heel is just gonna drop back there, but yet you still need that half an inch up here. Again, the way your shoes go in here, it's almost like a sock type, you know, engineering element here, where you're just slipping into the shoe and then tying it to however you like. So that's what it looks like in here. And as you can see, there's not that much padding here. I mean, this part here is like a really, really soft. That's the softest part here, is like suede. So if there are individuals that like to wear shoes without socks, I'm not one of those, then definitely that part is really soft. I just noticed that there is quite a bit of cushioning right here. I don't know if you can see that, but this part here is additional piece of cushioning. So you have some cushioning here, right about here, and that's for your feet. Overall, this is the shoe. If you didn't cop it, I suggest you do. I wouldn't pay more than retail for this. There is another Onyx release, I think, that Yeezy's coming out with or slated to be released later on before the year is done, and it's going to be fully monochrome black, which I'm not a big fan of. But if you want a pair of Quantums, I think this is a really nice colorway. I'm really truly impressed with this particular shoe. I think it's beautiful, you know, to be honest. I'm an average shoe collector, and I think this is a perfect one to add to your collection. I'm going to talk to you about sizing now. So like I mentioned earlier, I decided to go with a size 12 rather than the true 11.5 that I am. Based on the reviews, I decided to take a jump and go a half a size up because of the number of videos that I saw and the number of reviewers recommending going a half a size up. Some of them even mentioned going a full size up. So here's my honest opinion. Me being an 11.5, my feet land just about here. And to tell you the truth, it's almost as if it's a true 11.5 is what I feel. So yes, you should definitely go a half a size up in the shoes. The width part of this shoe, my feet, I used to think I consider them wide. I don't think so. My feet actually are pretty narrow, I think. If you have some wider feet, consider going a size up, but you probably will have to play around with thicker socks. My feet are just about here. I'm super comfortable going a half a size up, and you should do the same. My feet, with the few steps that I took in them, I don't feel like my feet are like just loose inside, you know? For the most part, I didn't even tie the laces. That's how I usually wear my kicks. I usually tension them up a little bit and then just kind of wear them. I'm not playing sports in them. If you're a baller and you're gonna play basketball in these, obviously it is engineered to tighten up the laces to the point where it's really, you know, encapsulating your feet. So for the most part, size wise, you want to go, at least my recommendation 100% is half a size. Okay, so if you're 9, go up to 9.5. So in my case, I'm 11.5, I went up to a 12. Thank you so much for watching my video. It means a lot. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Definitely want your comments, good or bad. Criticism is the way to go. It's the only way I can improve. I'm looking to whip out the rest of my shoe collection, y'all, and hoping to give you more insight. Love you all. Thank you. CT's Kicks.